So I'm curious, with the whole person-to-person relationship selling process that you've really come to create and come to build and really, highlight, is it possible to build a playbook around that that relies on, genuine relationships and actually building connections? And how do you think about training reps so that they actually build these relationships and they're not just trying to sell another deal to make another buck and get to quota?
I can't put 20 years into a playbook. I can't. And I trust me, I've talked to a few different people and I'm like, maybe I should, maybe this is the way things are going. And then what I've noticed is you just can't. It's super dynamic. It's super niche. It's very situational. I'm not saying those that are doing it, shout out to those that are doing it. That's great. I think it's directionally helpful, especially for people entering the sales industry, where there's no gate on how to learn. There's no degree. I think there's like 4 colleges now that are actually adding sales as an acumen to achieve a degree in.
Don't take me go down that. I can go down that path all day.
We would have been cranking it. We would have been killing it. So playbooks are good. I think it's natural for humans to want to organize chaos. And so that's why playbooks exist. They have a purpose. They should be really slim. They should focus on, best practices, KPIs, what a weekly target should look like, things like that. It should be, something that they can grab and go in times when they're either starting their career at a company and or there's, they kind of hit a roadblock and they need to think more creatively. But I don't think playbooks is how sales professionals develop. So my training program really focuses on going back to, okay, what are the core behaviors that every sales professional needs to have in order to have repeatable success? Less about filling the pipeline, closing a few deals this week or next month, but if you're truly a sales professional, you're always thinking long term. And so I think about what are those aspects that we can focus on that are more intangible. So sales acumen, I can teach that. That's very tangible. That's great. But what is the intangible that I can't teach that some people need to come with, right? So things like curiosity. I can't teach people that. You got to come with that. Those are certainly things that we look for. But if those people bring those traits, so I say you bring the will, I'll bring the skill. What I bring to the table is essentially the ability to help them be emotionally intelligent, have an authentic conversation that feels like, we're having a conversation about the business, but at the end of the day, you also made a friend and hopefully the person on the other side of the table feels that way as well. We focus a lot about resilience, right? I think being a sales professional requires a lot of stamina. Let's just say that. A lot of people also will focus on things like grit. And these are things that you hear them and I'm like, well, you either have it or you don't, Erica. And it's like, yes, to a degree, I agree with you. There's certain things you can't teach, but there is a way within an onboarding experience, if you develop it and curate it the right way, that you can train someone to get through and be able to acquire some of those skills through constant repetition and things like that. And so that's basically what the training program looks like, the broad strokes of it. Not to say we don't have playbooks or anything like that. That's definitely important, but it's not the core experience that the new hires are experiencing at Slice.